an opportunity that could potentially revolutionize the North American economy. 6 weeks ago, we took that opportunity and ran with it. We created a business, a unique product, have had sales, our own personal revenue, and have a hunger to succeed. Today, we bring that opportunity to you. To be a part of the solution to North America's biggest problems in manufacturing, how to be environmentally sustainable, and how to manufacture locally. Today, we welcome you to Recycle 3D, the first step in zero waste manufacturing. My name is Robert Thompson, and with me today is my esteemed colleague, Tanya Rosa. We are Recycle 3D Printing, and we are bringing 3D printing to you and bringing recycling to a whole new dimension. The Industrial Revolutions brought us the factory and the moving assembly line. They prioritized volume over customization. Henry Ford famously said, you could have any car you wanted as long as it was black. 3D printing will change the way we manufacture, focusing on mass customization over mass production, and 3D printing is the cause of it. 3D printing works in the way by building up successive layers of a design on a platform, and then a design that was previously on your computer is assembled moments later. Things like completely assembled objects can be printed in a second. Industries have already started to radically change due to 3D printing. If we look at the medical industry, custom prosthetics and artificial limbs are now 5% of their original cost. 3D printed lungs, livers, and ears are now common practice and are expected to be implemented into humans successfully by the year 2020. Everything between jewelry, guitars, car prints, and even fireable guns are now being 3D printed. The 3D printer beside me was even 3D printed itself. 3D printing in its entirety is a $10.8 billion industry. In the past 8 years, it has grown 300% and is expected to grow another 300% by the year 2016. If we look to Rogers' theories of innovation, which explains the rate of new technologies that are adopted by users, and then use personal computers in North America as a way to map the potential trajectory of 3D printing, we can see that by 2040, there will be a 3D printer in every single home. However, why have we not thought about purchasing a 3D printer ourselves? It simply has to do with the problem of this industry. It's just not accessible. Be it of cost, lack of skill, or just unknowing of its existence, 3D printing is just not accessible. If you look at 3D printing, buying a 3D printer is $500 to $5,000 for a desktop printer, but it's been rapidly decreasing over the past year. But 1 kilogram of filament has cost $40 to $80 and has been stagnant since the inception of this industry. We saw this as an opportunity. We have created the first recycled filament entirely from scrap plastic, making our raw material costs almost zero. We have created a 3-tier solution for the accessibility of 3D printing, and at its core is our filament. As I said, it's from 100% scrap plastic. We have created recycled versions of the 2 most popular filaments in this industry, ABS and PLA. We've also created a unique filament to this industry, made entirely from consumer plastics, where the raw material cost is actually $0. So, what is this 3-tier solution? The first is the sales of our filament direct to consumer via e-commerce. The second is an online 3D printing and design service that allows people to print their designs wherever they like in the world. The third is providing small-scale manufacturing to retailers and SMEs.
Now let's take a deeper look into these business models. First, through our usage of scrap and recycled plastic, we are able to obtain our raw material for almost $0. With shipping and manufacturing, our variable cost is equal to $2.75, and our sales research has led us to a customer acquisition cost of $4.50. By selling our product for $25, we are able to capture a net margin of $17.75 per kilogram. The industries we felt would be most receptive to our product are academic, government, and 3D printer hobbyists. As you can see, these industries comprise 25% of the overall market, and this is where we decided to focus our attention. We plan to target these industries through the use of e-commerce, direct sales, and attending trade shows such as the Maker Faire in New York. To them, our key value proposition is the facilitation of innovation and learning by providing a low-cost filament with a positive impact on the environment. We've also purchased our own manufacturing unit, which allows us to create our final product just in time. This also means that we can store our raw materials in their most liquid form. Over time, we plan to scale this model so that we may supply industrial-size orders. Our second revenue model is the online printing service. This is meant for designers who either don't have their own printer or want to get their feet wet into the world of 3D printing. Take me for example. I came into this program with very little design experience, but I love to be creative. So one day at dinner, I sit down and draw on nothing but a napkin my perfect shoe. And next, I send in my design, and somewhere someone has printed it for me and sent it right to my door. We plan to target people like me through our use of 3 partnerships, which gives us access to extruders, printers, and software. Our primary competitor in the space is a company called Shapeways. Since inception in 2012, they have expanded to over 600 shops. But the key differentiator between us and them is the fact that we are located in North America, are eco-friendly, and are at a lower cost. Our final revenue model was driven by the need we saw small businesses had for lower minimum order quantities. Last week, we sat down with the manager of Tricolor Outlet, where we learned that it was because of this reason they could not sell 3D cell phone cases in their store. After a brief consultation, we are now going to supply them with product on a per order basis. It is estimated that up to 30% of all goods that are imported from China will be able to be manufactured in North America by the year 2020. If this happens, this will create an economic boost from $20 to $55 billion.
Naturally, 3D printing is a very large industry and is growing every single year. Our biggest competitors are Stratasys and 3D printing systems. They bring in billions of dollars of revenue every year. Their main focus is on their 3D printers. They also sell filament that comes with their 3D printer and gives them a cost basis to continue with their customer. And they rapidly acquire any small businesses that start that gain traction in this industry. We believe that we are built on the foundation of consumer accessibility by having a low cost and accessible environment, but also have a foundation in environmental sustainability. In this market, we believe that, like the computer industry, people will be able to dominate specific segments of this industry. And we think that because we're accessible to consumers and environmentally sustainable, that we appeal to a wide range of consumers. We believe in Recycle 3D. We have spent a lot of time building our brand and our product. In 6 weeks, we've managed to have sales and build partnerships. But we believe in this idea, and more importantly, we believe in ourselves. We are a team that can do this and will do this, and we have committed to do this for the next 3 years. Tanya is a third-year commerce student, and her experience in e-commerce development and web wholesale distribution has provided a serious asset to this company. She has handled all purchasing, financing, and operations of this company.
And Robbie is a third-year mechanical materials engineer. He's worked with Microsoft, Anheuser-Busch, and Mosaic, specifically in their marketing and strategy departments. He's also incredibly gifted with design and has overseen all of our product development, website development, and branding. We know there's an opportunity for our company to succeed. Startups who've been around for less than 6 months are already raking in hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue, serving hobbyists to Fortune 500 companies. Together, we're hoping to commit $5,000 in order to help grow our business. But in order to produce at industrial-sized quantities, we must alter our execution strategy. Rather than use our personal extruder, we need to outsource. But unfortunately, these suppliers will have minimum order quantities that we do not have the capital to fulfill. We are fully prepared to slowly grow our business until we reach a certain threshold. But we believe the time is now. We want to stake our place in this market as more and more companies adopt this technology. We want to be part of the status quo, not break our way into it years later.
To take us to that next level, we believe that it's going to take $20,000 in investment, along with the $5,000 that we plan to invest in ourselves. As you can see, the investment capital will be spread across a variety of different objects, mainly focusing on research and material testing, along with filling the minimal order quantities. We took our 3-year projection based on our weekly capacity with the 2 of us ourselves and the environment that we currently have. With just the $5,000 that we plan to invest in ourselves, we can see that there will be a net profit by the end of year 3 of $80,000. However, if you do plan to invest in ourselves, there is an opportunity of a net profit by year 3 of $200,000, and with a growth rate of 267%. each year. We believe in ourselves and in this opportunity. This industry is rapidly growing, and we know we can be a part of it. 3D printing is not going to go anywhere anytime soon, and it's going to change the way we live. Help us build the factory of tomorrow. Help Recycle 3D bring the third industrial revolution to your own homes. Thank you, and we'd like to take any questions.